you had some interesting ideas when it came to being president. You had a freedom dividend that wants to pay Americans $1,000 a month.
Yep. Yeah, we might have to increase that now, Vlad, because inflation and all that.
Right. You said most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. 57% of Americans can't afford $500 bills. So you put $1,000 a month in their hands, just going to go straight back into the economy.
Yeah, those numbers have become even more pronounced and extreme in the intervening 6 years or so.
Okay, so explain how that would work. How is that different from, let's say, welfare?
San Francisco, they're looking to pay reparations for black people. Should Americans pay for reparations?
Why is it just for black people?
I think it's to right the wrongs of previous injustices such as slavery.
Is it a trial or a study?
No, I think it's just a bill that's being proposed.
Oh, okay. There's other things in the world and in San Francisco that need to be addressed.
Do you think reparations would de-incentivize personal responsibility and hard work, or would it have positive effects?
I don't think it would have positive effects.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this is one of the many reasons why we boycotting Asian businesses, right? Because whatever happened to no comment? Motherfuckers feel like they need to say and give a motherfucking opinion about shit that don't, shit that doesn't even matter to them. Now, there's gonna be some dickheads out there to say, oh well, reparations has to do with my tax money, and no, shut the fuck up, right? They print the money out. The U.S. government now prints it out. The Federal Reserve doesn't even print the shit and charge interest on it. It's been fiat currency. That's why it's inflated at a high rate, at an alarming rate. I know there's going to be some people that say, well, we have the national debt to handle. Look, I'm going to keep it 100. If they handled that shit by now, it's because these greedy scumbag ass politicians ain't trying to handle it. In any event, black people don't give a fuck, right? That's not our fucking problem, because they've been fucking squandering money and sending money to this country and that country, and right, ballooning the fucking the war industrial complex. We kind of don't give a fuck, bro. When the fuck, why the fuck does that? Not only does that have to be black people's problem, why the fuck is that America's problem, right? People always say, well, they're protecting America. Nobody's fucking bombing America, right? All that shit is just a ploy for them to actually ship money over to Israel, intervene in fucking conflicts we don't need to, skim off the top of the goddamn money so they can line their own fucking pockets, right? I ain't fucking stupid. Ain't nobody tried to bomb America. Ain't nobody sent a rocket, a bomb, nothing over here. So they don't need to fucking balloon the fucking military industrial complex, right? We all know that they skimming money off the top, right? For weapons that they purchasing and shit. Fuck all that, bro. Give us our motherfucking check. Now for the dickheads out there that don't know what the fuck reparations is, namely some of these stupid ass millennials and Gen Zs, I'm gonna read the definition off for you dickheads, because there's a lot of people out here in America that think they smarter than what the fuck they really are. They're fucking idiots. They're idiots. They have an IQ of fucking 13. The motherfuckers be, especially these fucking silver spoon motherfuckers, they're fucking idiots. We already know that they get pushed along in school because they dad knows such and such at the country club, or he's a lawyer in some fuck ass country ass backwards ass city. They don't read fucking history books, and they kids is the prime motherfuckers using ChatGPT to write essays. So They're fucking retards anyways. But it says right here, the meaning of reparations says reparations refer to the act of making amends for an historical or systematic wrong. They involve providing restitution, compensation, or institutional changes to help heal and repair the damages inflicted upon a marginalized group. The concept takes several forms and extends beyond simple financial payouts. It actually doesn't, but that's just Google's fucking AI overview. We just want restitution and compensation, right? When you have slavery that's systematically carried out, never mind you motherfuckers talking about, oh, my parents didn't own slaves. That's not the point. Your parents, your great granddad, he probably didn't own fucking slaves, but he didn't fucking try to stop it either. He's a bitch ass nigga just like the government. So all you dickheads out there to be like, oh, my family never owned slaves. First of all, if you're a motherfucker that's 20 or 30 or even 40 years old, you don't know shit. You don't know who owned what, right? Half of these dumb motherfuckers haven't even went back into their genealogy to see who was who, right? Now, a lot of these Euros that's in America, right? White folks, they come from Ellis Island, right? They come off the boat from Ellis Island. But there are some white people that have been here since colonial slavery. Let's not get it fucked up. They only they only like shipped in a whole bunch of Europeans during Ellis Island just to inflate their numbers. Let's not get it fucked up. People think that they was just being generous to white people. No, let me just explain something. The white people that was in power here, they didn't like your dirty white ass grandparents either. Right? Now, for some of you people that's immigrants, right? They come from Europe and even Asia. Yes, your parents didn't didn't own slaves, right? There's other motherfucking white people here that parents did. And it's not necessarily like individualistic, right? It was carried out through the government. That's why they had a whole fucking war about it. And before anybody even gets started, they had slaves up north. So it wasn't just some down south shit. Now, granted, motherfuckers in the south actually went to war to protect that right to have slaves. But let's not get it fucked up like slavery didn't end up there in the northern states in 1831, right? Probably roughly about 34 years before the Civil War. So or give or take about 60 something years, right? 30 something years. I think the war popped off in 1863 and ended in 1865. So give or take, right? Who's splitting hairs? About 30 years. But there were slaves up there in New Jersey, New York, Vermont, Maine. Who else had fucking slaves? Delaware, Rhode Island. Right now, that shit ended in 1831, but there was still systematic slavery up until that point, even up north. So, yeah, everybody's culpable, you bitch ass niggas. And for you Asian motherfuckers opening your mouth talking about what black people should or shouldn't get, right? When Japanese motherfuckers were put in internment camps and they was pilt off $25,000 back in the 80s. So we want our fucking just due, right? Not only that, because slavery was systematic, you can't release people into the world after slavery without some type of wealth that you generated off their families back, right? It just doesn't make plausible sense. People always be talking about why black people can't get their shit together as a mass group. Well, motherfucker, we would if you motherfuckers, like, if we had a starting point, right? Most every black person, not you Caribbean motherfuckers or Africans, start at a deficit of zero, right? We on the ground level. So yeah, it takes a little bit of gumption. Not only that, when we do work in the workforce, you motherfuckers stay fucking with us, sabotaging us, trying to get us fired, firing us for stupid shit. Like I said in another episode, black people is the only motherfuckers that can't go to work without being fucked with. I can attest to this. I had a fucking job. Started a job. I wasn't saying shit to nobody, right? High and by. I was friendly to the motherfucker. Went to work. Bitch gonna tell me, Asian bitch gonna say, oh, your energy seems off. Seems like you don't want to be here. Right? So now motherfuckers ain't even, first it was you say something that they don't like. they fire you. Now you come to work, just do your damn job, don't say shit, and motherfuckers is trying to read into how you feel. I think that's a form of discrimination, so that's why the boycott is happening. But nonetheless, I just feel like you motherfuckers need to mind your fucking business. How about that? Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Mind your business. Right, that's why we boycotting your shit. And in a fucking minute, it may not be this time. It might not be next year. It might not be 5 years, 10 years. It might be 20 years from now. Your fucking kids, you better work on coding. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. DEI is out. Motherfucking affirmative action's out. Motherfuckers better study like a motherfucker. That's all I got. Better be creating some apps. Better be motherfucking getting accepted to Ivy League colleges by the truckloads. Cause you motherfucking Asian shops and motherfucking nail salons and what else? Dry cleaners and beauty supply stores. The motherfuckers ain't gonna be up 20 years from now. So this is what you get for but this is just another reason buttoning our motherfucking affairs. Right? Y'all motherfuckers, y'all worse than the fucking white baby boomers. Niggas clearly don't give a fuck about your kids. And to that dude, what's that nigga name? Andrew Yang. He trying to get $1,000 in universal payments to everybody, irregardless of what the fuck you do. While that ain't reparations, I gotta salute that nigga. He it's a start, nigga. And Lord knows, your descendants or your cousin's kids or somebody in your bloodline, they gonna need that $1,000. Which, because of inflation, if that shit ever goes into law, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, $1,000 will be like $250. So in the grand scheme of things, that ain't really shit. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.